Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talks with Tina, where we are pursuing our most true and authentic self. But what? Uncovering our roots. Y'all, I am tired. It's late. I've had a long day, but I've been sitting with this topic for quite some time, not even for a few days, and it is just blessing me. And I was thinking about it before I was about to go to bed. So, in the spirit of getting straight to the point, today's topic is onion layers. Don't fight me because we're gonna make it make sense. We're gonna make it make sense to your life. So I was cooking one day, and if you know me, cutting vegetables is just not my thing. This seems like the easiest task, but it's just not my thing. I will have the most uneven pieces or whatever it is. But I was cutting into an onion, and at first I did the ends right, and then I was like, okay, so I got this right. And then I cut right through the center, and then I said, and I remember I read somewhere that if you like running underwater, then it won't burn so bad. But then I really sat here, I said, why is it when I cut to the center of this onion that it like penetrates the most? But like if I just do the surface level, I don't experience any kind of pain. But the deeper I go, the more toxins are revealed, right? And so I really related that to a healing journey. And I think, again, I've been talking a lot about like surface level healing versus like root healing, right? So you get to the root of your problems, uncover your most true, uncover your roots, become your most true and authentic self. But I was doing some research on it, right? So, and I told y'all from the beginning, I was like, how is it that like, you do surface level, I come in a couple pieces of onion, it don't bother me too much. But if I go deeper than what it is, did you know those little layers of an onion are just leaves of the onion that become modified by the more nutrients and how well it's taken care of, basically. So how well you take care of it literally determines how sheltered the cell, the deep part of it, y'all know what I'm trying to say, the deep part of this onion is. It depends on, the protection depends on the amount of nutrients and care that it's given. But I was like, well, why do my eyes burn when I'm cutting into this onion? And then it basically goes on to tell you that it's some type of chemical reaction that when you cut the onion open, the enzymes or whatever has a reaction with something that's in your eyeballs. And then so now you got a problem with your eyeballs because this little chemical reaction, what's going on in your eyeballs, is all being distorted. Look at it for yourself, okay? But even in that, our viewpoint, the deeper we go into our healing, I feel my help, y'all. The deeper we go into our healing, the more we're able to literally, our eyes are exposed to these things, right? The more we are exposed to these things, our eyes see differently. We might be hindered, we might be exposed. And I feel like if you're looking from a surface angle perspective, your view may be a little distorted because you feel like everything is fine, but you've only cut on the surface portion of this onion. But the deeper you go, you might be exposed to the pain. Did it bite you? Did it bite you? Okay. So here's how we full circle this and make it make sense to your life. Just like the onion, you are protected by how much you nurture yourself, right? And how you are literally feeding and providing for you. The onion only produces either a big onion or a little baby onion, but the leaves and the shell, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all, I don't do onion anatomy, but y'all know the little flaky things, and then when you get a little gross, yeah, the daggone things, the leaves are only going to become thicker or more protective based off of the nutrients it receives. So how are you taking care of yourself? I have a video that I'm posting soon, and it's called How Are You Healing? How are you taking care of yourself to the point that if you know how to handle you when you go to the root? Because there is a way that once you cut into an onion that, like it says, if you chill it, they said if you chill an onion about 20 minutes prior to cutting into it, then you won't experience that pain. Or if you run it under cold water, then it'll stop the reaction. How are you going to handle the pain? Or how are you fixing your viewpoint or whatever it is? How are you nurturing yourself to deal with the root? When you cut, or y'all, I wish I could put this in better words. When you are encountering something or someone or situation that penetrates the root, is it going to distort your vision so much that you no longer want to continue on to what you were doing? Because y'all know some people be like, I can't even cut it no more. I got to get out the kitchen. It burns, right? I've been there before. It burns. I can't even have somebody help. And then you under the water and all this other stuff. You're completely flustered because you have not even tapped into the root completely. And so when it happens, you don't know how to handle it. So can you literally take the moments, one, to nurture your healing journey, to nurture yourself to a place where you know you so intimately that you know how to handle you before prep, or before let's dive into that. Okay, before the prep, some of us are preparing to go into different aspects, different fields, relationships, jobs, whatever. But are you healed enough to literally enter into this space? Do you know the steps in the preparation in order to make you right? To deal with you? Do you even know how to deal with you? Y'all, I don't even know where this video is going, but do you even know how to deal with you? Figure out your layers. Nurture yourself to a point that you know how to deal with you when you get to the root. And it's tough, but don't be so blinded and so distraught by the root that you only continue to deal with the surface, or go buy some prepackaged onions because you don't want to deal with the pain of cutting the onion yourself. That you just bypass the whole journey in general. There is I feel like there's a way to literally fix anything. And so there was a solution to the burning of cutting into an onion. There's a solution to the trauma that there's not a solution to the trauma that you've dealt with, but to how you move forward. There's a solution to how you move forward. There's a solution as to how you can be a better version of you. There is a solution to how to be more fulfilled. There is a solution to the many things in life that you desire, but you first have to deal with the root. You first have to deal with the pain. You first have to deal with the lack of nutrients that you've been giving yourself first that make you produce such scrawny little onions. So I encourage you to deal with the root. That's all I ever encourage anybody, to deal with the root, to literally become your most true and authentic self. It hurts. Okay, y'all, it hurts. You have to, once you uncover some things, you realize like, okay, maybe you ain't the best for me, or you learn how to establish boundaries. Then you know how to do all these other things. But you first have to deal with the root. Don't be so frightened, or not even frightened, so discombobulated when the reactions happen, right? We talked about the onions having the chemical reaction with your eyes and the toxins that are released from the onions once you cut into it. Don't be so discombobulated by the reaction in the process that you don't move forward. There's a solution, but there's also a process. Endure the process so you can also include it in the finished result. The finished result will be your delicious food, but also your wonderful and fulfilled life. I think that's the chat. How do we full circle this and make it make sense to your life one more time? There's a process, there's pain, but there's also a solution. Don't give up, but also understand how to take care of you in the process, how to literally get to the core, and how do you take care of the core once you get to it, so that it is not painful once you continue to try this process over again. I love y'all, and I really hope that makes sense, but it was good to me. It blessed me. But I really hope that makes sense to y'all. I love y'all. Bye.